I was 196 pounds, had no energy, zero confidence, and let alone self-conscious as yeah, I couldn't stand the way I looked, and even more importantly, the way I felt. So I knew I had to make the change to lose weight and get healthier, but number one, I didn't know where to start. And number two, every time that I did try, I would actually end up backsliding and then failing and then beating myself up, which made me feel like a failure. Then I would go emotionally eat, which actually created a whole entire cycle and made me gain more weight. If you've ever felt like this before, you know that it's not only physically exhausting, but it's also mentally draining. But I can promise you that there's a way out, and it doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to make drastic changes in order to glow up or lose weight. Actually, it's the opposite. Small changes are what actually creates the results, and those little habits, those micro habits that we're going to be talking about right now, are what's going to create the best and biggest results and actually going to last you for the long term. So I want to share my biggest secrets on how I've lost 40 pounds and have been able to keep it off with you. Because if I could do it, I know you can too. Hey loves, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joelle, and I help you shape your mind and your body to become the best, most confident version of yourself. Today, we're diving into 3 micro habits that will help you tone up and shed those extra pounds so that you could be your most confident, hottest version of yourself this summer. So if you're ready, let's get right into it. The first micro habit that's going to help you on your weight loss journey and to tone up this season is the 80-20 rule. I've been living by the 80-20 rule till this day. I've been practicing for years, and I would say that this is probably the most important rule that's helped me lose weight and also keep it off. 80-20 is so simple. It means that 80% of the time you're focusing on getting your nutritious food and eating them to nourish your body, and the other 20% you go for your favorite treats. You go for your cookie, your chocolates, whatever it is. You're still able to enjoy and have balance in life and lose weight at the same time. You don't have to pick and choose. Now notice how I said nutritious food. I didn't say good or bad, because ultimately there are no good or bad foods. You're not supposed to label your foods, and once you fix that relationship with your food, it carries such a different energy, because now you're able to view food as energy and nutrition instead of good and bad. For example, pizza is not that nutritious. However, if I'm stuck in the middle of a jungle and there's pizza, I'm not gonna say no to it, okay? Movie nights, I'm not gonna say no to a slice of pizza. You're building a lifestyle, and not one where you have to build your life around food. Food is going to be part of your journey. It's going to be part of your life, and there's going to be parties. You want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to have to deprive yourself. The 80-20 rule has really helped my relationship with food, because I'm able to still eat whatever I want, but just in moderation and balance. So I'm not deprived. I'm so against depriving yourself of any food and cutting out food, because trigger warning, but I wanted to share a quick little personal story. And I've never spoken about this before, but it has to do with deprivation and why I'm so against it. So back in high school, before I was on social media, I would go through these magazines, and it would always tell you, oh, this food's bad, this food's good, don't eat this, don't eat that, 1600 calorie diet, whatever it is. And I would base my life on those magazines and say, oh, okay, I need to lose weight in a very unhealthy way, so I need to cut out food. So ultimately, I would start cutting out all these foods. I was restricting myself. Even at my friend's house or parties, I would never eat the cake, I would never eat the pizza, and I would want it so bad, but I was never able to eat it because that went against my diet, which is also why I hate diet culture. And ultimately, over time, I started developing an ED, which, if you don't know what that is, it's an eating disorder. And that just turned my life upside down. I was so not only physically unhealthy, but also mentally unhealthy. If you want me to go more in depth about the story and about my ED experience, just let me know in the comments, let me know ED video, and I will make my testimony about how I got out of it. Because long story short, I literally see my life as pre-ED and post-ED, because now I view life in a completely different way. I'm able to eat whatever I want. I'm able to still keep the weight off. I'm able to live my life because I changed my relationship with food, and I changed the way that I view food. And that's why the 80-20 is so important, because you're not restricting. You're not going to have those moments where you're like, oh, the minute that I eat a bad food or a not nutritious food, what's going to happen? I just failed. I'm going to go backslide, and I'm just going to whatever, forget it. I'm just gonna eat the whole entire pizza. Instead of just having a slice or 2 slices of pizza, I'm gonna go through and just eat my whole entire fridge, okay? Like, it creates binging, it creates disorders, it creates unhealthy eating patterns. So that's my little story, and that's why I'm so passionate about speaking about this, because I want you to do it in a very healthy and sustainable way and view it as a lifestyle, so that years go by and years go by and you don't have to put that weight back on, and you're still eating the same things. You are not deprived of anything. This is your life. You want to live it right. You want to feel good about yourself, and you want to have that cake too. So just remember 80-20 rule, and you'll be able to sustain this for the long run. The second micro habit that I've implemented and that's helped me on my journey is taking a small walk every day. This could be in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever fits into your schedule, but just really getting out there and getting your steps in. I found that the best time for me to walk is in the morning because it helps me set up my day and just puts me in a good mood, and I feel like it's my first small win of the day. Plus, every time that I walk in the morning, I find that I actually want to walk more throughout the day and be more active, and it's probably just because I set myself up in the morning to have that small win, and it creates momentum for the rest of your day. And I always love my morning walks because the day always carries so much stress and you never know what's going to happen, but during that morning time, you just go. It's just you and your walk. You're out in nature. So in the morning, I like to go on my walks. I put my worship music on, and I call them my prayer walks because I'm able to just pray to God, listen to my worship music, practice gratitude, and just be really thankful about the day that's come, because it's a new day, which is a gift and a blessing in itself. And as someone who's prone to anxiety and being hyperactive, practicing that gratitude during my walks really keeps me grounded and really calm. Just like making your bed in the morning, going on a walk is another win for the day, which carries throughout your day, and you're actually going to be more conscious of what you're putting in your body because you just went on a walk, you feel good, you don't want to just come back home and eat like crap. But here's a little secret to getting in those extra steps. After every meal, just go on a 10-minute walk. I've been doing this for so long, and I've seen the world of a difference. That 10-minute walk is called a LISS, which is low intensity steady state cardio, and that's going to help with your digestion and boost your metabolism at the same time. So not only are you benefiting your body, but it's also such a great way to get some fresh air and clear your mind. So you don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to go for your sprints or your runs. If you like to do that, then good for you, but low intensity steady state, it's so effective and it's a win-win. And I know a lot of you girlies might work from home or have a sedentary job, so I would invest in a walking pad. That way you can stay active throughout the day and you keep your energy levels up. The last micro habit is so important because I notice that if I don't do this, the rest of my day gets thrown off. Start your mornings with a high protein breakfast. This has been an ultimate game changer. You probably hear this all the time, protein, protein, protein. Why protein? Well, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and protein is the building blocks of our body. Now let's talk about metabolism. Eating protein first thing in the morning helps boost your metabolism. It's called the thermic effect of food, where your body burns more calories breaking down protein than it does for carbs or fat. So ultimately, you're feeling satiated and full, as well as boosting your metabolism. So another win-win. A higher metabolism means that your body's going to be burning calories throughout the day, even when you're just chilling, sitting down, doing nothing. And that's why I love strength training, because it boosts your metabolism, but we'll get into that in another video. And I want to know if you're the same, but if I eat a high carb, low protein breakfast, for example, I have some cereal and milk, right? I am going to just be hungry throughout the day, and ultimately I'm going to end up overeating because I didn't have enough protein in the morning. So now I'm trying to fill my hunger throughout the day, and I'm like, why am I hungry? Why am I hungry? Why am I hungry? Because I didn't have a good, fulfilling, protein-filled breakfast, which then means I'm getting more calories throughout the day, which is going to ultimately lead in weight gain. And over here, we're looking for the opposite. We're trying to lose weight. Protein helps repair muscles, support immune function, and helps us to keep full throughout the day. So when you eat protein first thing in the morning, you're setting yourself up for success because you're giving your body the fuel that it needs to function. And remember earlier how I was saying about viewing food as fuel? Well, protein is such an amazing fuel source, and it's going to keep you feeling full and good throughout the day. And not only that, it's the building blocks of our muscles. So if you're trying to build your booty, and I know a lot of you girlies are, number one, make sure that you are getting your protein. If you want some high protein breakfast and meal ideas, just let me know down in the comments and I'll make a what I eat in a day video. So there you have it. Those are some of my favorite micro habits that have helped me keep off the weight and feel more confident about myself. If you implement any of these, let me know. I would love to hear about your story and any other ways that I could help you out. And remember, start small. We're in this for the long run. And let me know if you have any other tips down in the comments, because I want to create a community of healthy and happy women that are here to empower and support each other. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.